Today up for review, we have a perfume by the house of Jean-Paul Gaultier, and it's called Le Mal. So I guess we'll talk a little bit about Le Mal. Came out in '95. It's a legendary fragrance. As you can see up here, it's legendary fragrance review. For the sheer fact that this is just talked about 24/7, everybody seems to like it, or at least have something to say about it. Personally, for me, I love this. In my opinion, something interesting about this fragrance is that it is created by Francis Kurkdjian. He's just started his own niche company a few years ago, and that just goes to tell you how good this perfumer actually is. You need to look into his reputation. And I must say that the quality of his creations really do reflect from bottle to bottle, and you can see how evolved his nose is and how he's able to pick things apart and put them back together. This is probably really redundant for everyone who really knows about fragrance, because this is, like I said, this is a really talked about fragrance. Most people know the note listing and how it acts and things like that, but let me go over the notes real quick. In the top we have artemisia, lavender, mint, bergamot, and cardamom. In the middle we have cumin, orange blossom, and cinnamon. And the base concludes of sandalwood, tonka beans, amber, vanilla, and cedarwood. Let's go ahead and spray it on, and then we'll look at the bottle and box design. Little lemon, big lemon. Oh, I just can't help myself. Oh, magnifique. So the top of Le Mal, I don't get that crazy mint that everyone talks about. That mint that people say, oh, it smells like toothpaste. I don't get that in the least bit. I'm sorry if this part gets cut up a little bit, but the person above me, I live in an apartment, the person above me must weigh like 500 fucking pounds, and he doesn't ever stay still. So you can blame him, I'm sorry about that, and the language, but he, I don't know what his problem is. He's just always walking around, and the floor sounds like it's gonna fall through. Alright, the start of, Le Mal, to me, I get the shaving cream aspect. I get like a $30 tub of shaving cream, just exquisite. The orange blossom isn't cleaner like in this fragrance. It's not cleaner like, it is cream. Imagine, like I said, just like a bristly brush, and you're lathering up like a shaving soap or something. But it's not soapy, and it doesn't really smell like shaving cream, but it has that creamy sort of men's care product to it, which is really nice. I don't get the gourmand aspect. I do grab that French vanilla now and then as it's wafting around. That's another thing that we'll get into. I love this on other people more than I love it on me. I was at work the other day, and I had just gotten off work. I was coming out of the locker room, and there's a group of people walking by, and one of them was wearing this. Guarantee it. He was wearing way too much as well, might I add. But I smelled it, and it's just like I turned my head, because I never remember Le Mal smelling that good. So definitely, if you're more into people loving the way you smell more than you loving the way you smell, this is good. It's great. The major downside, the Achilles heel to this fragrance, is that it is very heavy and very powdery. People that don't like powder are not going to like this. People that do not like billowy fragrances like Midnight in Paris, Bulgari Black, powdery orientals of the past, kind of like Shalimar, Obsession for Men. I'm throwing Obsession for Men in there just for the powdery aspect, not the spices. This thing is very balanced on the spice aspect. There's tads of sweetness, but that's sort of it's like people on a bus. That's kind of like sweetness rides the vanilla bus. There's always some sweetness on the vanilla bus. They need to be on that bus. They're always on the bus, at least two of them. But yeah, for as much sweet as we have in the vanilla bus, there's definitely they're driving on the creamy road here. They're not driving on a spicy road, a bumpy road. You know, they're definitely down the creamy side of things. But to people who would love this, people that want to bang for their buck, as far as it lasts forever. People are going to smell it. It smells very good. It's a different take on clean. That's the reason I like it, because I'm not a fan of clean fragrances at all. Keep the summer fragrances away from me. You know what? Acqua di Gio, I'm not a huge fan. I could understand why people would like it, but that's not my sort of clean. Eternity for Men, CK1. I mean, I own them because they are so evocative of the 90s, but that's just a time that the clean fragrances of the 90s were way too simple, guys. But this one, when this came out, awesome stuff. Since I'm done ranting, I guess we'll get on to the bottle and can design. So let's go to my first bottle of Limahl that I ever got. It's this one. And I am pretty sure that I threw out the can to this. It's real. I got it from Walmart like a year ago. That guy is pretty low. Yeah, way less than half left. This one, like I said in my fall fragrance review video, top 5 for fall, the thing I do not like about Jean Paul Gaultier, get your fucking batches right, dude. This one is very powdery and very vanilla. I get like no orange blossom, no clean sort of barbershop feel from this bottle. And note that it is the stripes are smooth and they're not like painted on. Let me show you the bottom just to make sure that you guys know it's real. See, there you go. That's all real. Then we got my big bottle of Limahl, and it has Gaultier on the back. So that's not, and let me show you this one so you know that it's real. Yeah, as you can see, this one is real as well. But the batches are different. This one has a lot more orange blossom, not to the point that it smells like Fleur de Mal, but it definitely is a lot more clean smelling. I like them both. I do. It just pisses me off that, you know, when something is so mass-made like this, attention to quality really, really takes a shit. I wouldn't say disappointed, because both bottles are good, and both bottles, to the average person, aren't going to smell different, but to me, I definitely pick out more of a cleanness to the big guy here. Which isn't a big deal to me, but I prefer Oriental scents. But this definitely smells like Limahl. Now, don't be mistaken, it doesn't smell not like Limahl. It is very much the same thing, just a little tinge of something else. Gaultier, pay attention to your fucking batches, please. And here we have the can for Limahl by Jean Paul Gaultier. It says Jean Paul Gaultier Limahl. It's pretty tinny, pretty canny. Actually, I don't even know what the fuck it's made out of. Probably just some sort of composite metal. Yeah, a little stand that also says that. So you could, I guess, stand it on there. This is, like all Gaultier products, really. They're awesome for travel, guys. They're just great. If you have the room to take this, you're good to go. It holds the top in with that little piece of... Here, let me just show you. Ain't going nowhere, guys. And this thing is a biatch to get open once you put it together. But once you get it open, you got your little guy standing here. He's like, yo, what's up? You're about to go to the club where 10 other guys are going to smell like this. That's another downside of this fragrance, is so many people like it. I mean, personally for me, I live in a very rural area of Pennsylvania where the guys all talk like this and they got dips in their mouth, and, well, to them, smelling good is smelling like they just got out of the shower, and most of them smell like eye boogers. Age group for Limahl, I wouldn't recommend it for school like most people on here. I'm just putting my collars on them. I wouldn't recommend it for school because it's very loud, but if you're a fan of making the ladies say, whoa, I could see you wearing it. Do not wear this in tight quarters. Do not wear this in the summer. If you want to wear Limahl in the summer, you really need to invest in one of the Limahl summer editions. All they are is a watered down version. It's the same juice every year, don't kid yourself. So yeah, go out and buy a bottle of that if you want to wear it in the summertime. Any other time of year, 60 degrees and cooler, you can go 2 to 3 sprays on this. But yeah, Jean-Paul Gaultier's Le Male, 10 out of 10 in my book. It's a creamy vanilla shaving cream type of scent with a sort of a clean tinge to it with that orange blossom. Go ahead and pick it up. Everyone who's into fragrance needs to own this. It would work great on women as well, but I think it works better on men. Yeah, you guys have a great day and smell swell.